We continue tonight with our coverage of the Tucson mayoral race. Jonathan Rothschild not running, of course, for re-election, so the race is wide open for 3 candidates.
A Tucson businessman, Ed Ackerley, is running as an independent, and Councilwoman Regina Romero is running as a Democrat.
KGUN 9 on your side's Craig Smith talked with the Green Party candidate, Mike Cease.
Environmental priorities are built right into the Green Party name, but mayor candidates usually face the question of how to boost Tucson's economy. Green Party candidate Mike Cease sees environmentalism and economic development tied together in the Green New Deal, calling for more solar power, energy conservation, and water harvesting.
People always ask, well, how are you going to pay for this? There's a number of different mechanisms, but one of the most important ones is that it's a revenue neutral program. We're gonna do loans based on future energy savings. So homeowners and businesses are they're gonna be eager to participate in this program.
On the question of roads, Cease wants to convince state lawmakers to give cities more flexibility to use gas tax for things like bike paths and public transit.
We're going to take a systemic approach for systemic change. There are some things we can't change. We don't have control over the state legislature. But we will work on those, and the system will change.
Cease is the only one of the 3 mayor candidates who supports Prop 205, the Sanctuary City Initiative, that would change city law to forbid city cooperation with immigration enforcement. He does not accept arguments by opponents who say the Sanctuary City plan would hurt safety by restricting cooperation between Tucson and federal law enforcement and risk millions of dollars in federal and state penalties.
It's been shown that it's unconstitutional to withhold federal funding. As far as the threats from the state to withhold funding, this initiative was written specifically to comply with the legislation that's at the state. So there are threats that it will be challenged, but that will not be upheld.
Cease aligns with advocates who say sanctuary city status will improve public safety by making people who are fearful of immigration enforcement more willing to share information with local law enforcement. Craig Smith, KGUN 9 on your side.
KGUN 9 has interviewed all 3 candidates in the mayoral race. You just heard from Green Party candidate Mike Cease.
And we have his full interview and full interviews with independent Ed Ackerley and Democrat Regina Romero. That's on our website, kgun9.com. It's important to stay